Hello there. Welcome to a new series on this channel called Kolonization Project. In this series, we will be trying to make colonies on every single planet and moon that is colonizable. Basically, what colonizable means is basically not a space potato or a planet filled with lava. On screen right now is the launch of the first rocket of this series, creatively named Mark 1, which is frankly what almost every start to a career uses: the Flea solid rocket booster and the Mark 1 command capsule. Now we are playing on 50% science gain, so it's going to be harder to progress through the tech tree, which is why we're getting less science, obviously. On screen right now, we're building the Mark 2. It's basically the Mark 1 with another solid rocket booster and a couple of fins and a thermometer. Pretty simple. I wasn't sure whether to leave the time lapse of the build in or not, so if you have any opinions on whether I should have left the unlocking of tech and builds in, feel free to leave a comment. Actually, I'm not sure if I left the tech nodes in. Anyway, launch 2 is going to be suborbital, reaching well above 70 kilometers and back, hopefully. I mean, I know since this is post-commentary, but Bob Kerman does make it back safely, thank goodness. And since we're playing with Kerbal construction time, I was trying to recover the solid rocket booster, but we couldn't because it flipped around. Another thing I want to talk about is the mods we will be using. In this series, we will be pushing the game to its absolute limits and jamming so many mods into the game that frame rates are lower than Microsoft Flight Simulator on a 10-year-old laptop running Windows XP. We will be using USI Life support in Colonization, Interstellar Extended, Far Future Tech, and Far Future Tech. For planets, we will be using the Outer Planets mod and Galaxies Unbound. This isn't the full list, but there's a link to a Google Doc in the description if you want to go check out the full version. As you can see on the screen right now, this is the building of Mark 3. I'm getting very creative with these names. Mark 3 is going to be our first orbital launch, and is the first launch to feature liquid fuel rockets. Since we're playing with Restock Plus and Tundra Exploration, we get efficient vacuum engines and bigger fuel tanks earlier in the tech tree. However, these aren't too overpowered, as the upper stage engine we are using doesn't have any gimbal and I think has a lower ISP than the Terrier, I think. Anyway, the Mark III uses we also needed some more money. We probably actually didn't, to be fair, but I just wanted to complete this contract, which is to test a solid rocket booster on a launch site stand. Pretty short, so I only left a bit of it in. And here we have the launch of the Mark III. Yeah, Mark III. It's a pretty standard ascent profile. There's nothing really too special about it, really. To be honest, there's nothing special about it. It's just an orbital launch. And I really have nothing to talk about. The first stage gets us up to 70 kilometers. The screen I'm looking at is really small, so I don't know if it was perfectly 70 kilometers, but the first stage made us almost into orbit. Since we have no science to do here, since we got it all on the suborbital launch, we have nothing to do, so we just deorbit. Hopefully land. I was aiming for the Kerbal Space Center, but that didn't really happen because the trajectories mod doesn't actually activate when you have I think the the tracking station at level 1. It's a pretty safe re-entry too, and you can actually see one of the stars we'll be visiting in this series up in the sky. This was also a rather short episode. I hope to make longer episodes in the future of Colonization Project. And anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.